Right.
Hey guys, this is the Allie Show, and I know that a lot of people with cerebral palsy can't walk or can't talk, or can't eat by mouth on their own. But as y'all may know, I have cerebral palsy if you watch my special needs journey. I'm going to make this video to show you some of the adaptations. I'm kind of tired, but that happens. But, I'm here to make this video to, as I said, to show and tell some adaptations that I have to make in my life to make things easier on myself. To make things easier for me to take care of myself. One thing, come over here with me. If you look at my dresser, you'll see a lot of water bottles and tumblers and cups with lids and coffee cups and adapted drink systems with like straws and sports tops and push button lids and easy open drink systems. And the reason I need those is because I am a spill risk. My right hand, I'm getting better. I'm trying. I'm working with it. But as you can see, my movements are kind of still jerky. Especially today, because it's a bad day. But I can get it flat, but not for long. And it's a struggle for me, as you can see that. See that? So, I can still, drink by myself, but I have to have, cups with lids. Now, even my coffee cup, I have to take it to the sink. I just got a new Hello Kitty water bottle, which I'm loving that right now. Sometimes people with cerebral palsy can have childlike tendencies, which means they may love things like Hello Kitty, Disney, things like that, and that's okay. I had to take the lid off my coffee cup because it needs washed. I had coffee earlier today. I want to show you something else that's in the kitchen too that I have to use to help me with eating. I can get on without it. It just makes it easier for me. I gotta be quieter going this way because my mom is sick and she's sleeping. I can walk, but I'm slow and I'm not the most stable on my feet. Coffee smell. I'm supposed to have an AFO. But again, I don't need it, so the pressure's not really that far on to get it. Because I need it, yes, but I'm not going to die if I don't have it. So I got bigger fish to fry in life than that. So some people who are more severely affected need it, but I don't. Okay, there's a silverware adaptation. Look. Do you see how I'm trying to orientate myself here? See this camera or this spoon handle? It's fatter than, say, this one. This one is harder for me to grip than the other one I just showed you. So, I need that as an adaptation. Also, when you have cerebral palsy, bigger buttons Bigger buttons on clothes help if you can get them. Zippers in the place of buttons also help. Bras, hooks, and eyes are not my friend. If I could find bras that you just slip over your head and go, I'd be okay with that, but I just pre-do them up or get a family member to pre-do them up. Beforehand. Oh, hair in my face. But again, I'm doing better. I'm getting better at it. Cerebral palsy hurts. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm here. This is part of the Alley Show's mission, is to be a voice for kids that have cerebral palsy who cannot actively communicate with their parents, so they can know from the perspective of someone who does have it. You have days where every part of your body that is affected hurts because your muscles are tense. Like, how do I put this to where another person who's not a CP sufferer can understand it? Like if your muscles were tight, as if you just worked out, or if you just bent over or stayed in one position for too long and it was on the cusp of cramping up and you stayed that way all day long, or it cramped up like that. That's what it feels like. Just because a child has CP, doesn't mean they're not helpless. Maybe for those who can't talk, maybe try and teach them how to use like an iPad. Or another way, like show them a picture of some water and get them to understand what it is. And they have talking buttons that you can record a little boy's voice or your own voice saying things like, "May I have some water, please?" Or, "I'm hungry," or, "I want to go play," or, "I don't feel well." There's all different types of ways. There's language boards. There's Dynavox, which is an app that for an iPad that you can put, and the kid can tap the words they want to say. There's all different types of ways that children can learn. And as long as their hands aren't severely affected, like as long as they can use a finger to actively touch, then they can be able to touch a word. Or they can show you a card to tell you thirsty or sick or hungry or bored or sad or happy. Work with your child and a speech therapist to come up with a method, because even if a child can't verbally speak to you, they still want to communicate. They still want to be heard. I know when I was 4 and I was that little kid that was fighting, I tried so hard. It took me longer than average to learn to speak. It took me till I was 4 to learn to walk. It took me a lot of therapy. And my parents were giving grim news like, oh, she'll never walk. Oh, she'll never talk. Oh, she won't have a quality of life. Bubkiss. Bubkiss. That's all I gotta say to that. Because, yes, I'm slow, but I can walk. And if I needed to, by God, I can run. I may fall, but I'll get up, and as long as no bones are broken, I'll keep on getting it. Just because a child may have cerebral palsy doesn't mean they lack the determination or the will to try. Just because a child has cerebral palsy does not mean that they will not have a good quality of life. So if you're a doctor and you watch this video, stop feeding parents those lies. You don't know what kind of quality of life that child is going to have. You don't know what kind of quality of life that a parent is going to fight to give their child. You don't know. The only person who can know is God, so stop saying that. Cerebral palsy is not a death sentence. And that burns my booty when doctors say, oh, he won't make anything out of his life, or she won't make anything out of her life, or that kid won't have a good quality of life, or they'll be wheelchair bound, or they'll be this, or they'll be that. Bubkiss. You can't know that. How do you know that that baby won't just be delayed a little while? You know, some kids are not as severely affected like me. I never had a feeding tube. Oof, my phone's getting a little hot. But I'm telling you though, yes, I mean, it's going to be hard if you have a child with cerebral palsy. It's going to be hard. But it's not impossible. Life is not impossible. Believe me, it's not. You know, I was delayed, but I'm not dead, and I'm not a vegetable sitting in a wheelchair somewhere. And if there is a child with cerebral palsy that is like that is a vegetable in a wheelchair, you know, it could be that they're severely affected, yes, but it could also be that they had lousy parents that didn't fight for them, that didn't fight to get them what they needed to help them thrive and have a good quality of life. So, if you found this video informative, if you found this video entertaining even, please give this video a like. And, you know, I want to give a shout out to one special YouTuber who is trying to fight and is trying to communicate, or who is trying to be an advocate for her child, well, a couple, for their children with cerebral palsy. And I know I'm just a teeny tiny YouTuber, and these shout outs probably won't get very far, but the YouTuber House of Hughes and their little boy Beckham, I'm praying for you guys. Mummy and Avery, that YouTube channel, shout out to you. And Parent XP and their little girl Ellen, I'm praying for you guys. And even Madison from A Family of O's, I'm praying for you, girl. So if any of you watch my video, let me know in the comments below. And by the way, excuse the crazy hair and pajamas. I'm tired. It's just a chill day at home, you know, not going nowhere. So yeah, that's the reason for the pajamas and crazy hair, honestly. Alrighty guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.